Hello, 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 everybody. Night's Flight here, and we're back in the yard. As you can see, there's been a new addition. I recently took one of the cuttings I had in the bucket. It runs some roots, so I put it down in the spot where the other one was. It ended up dying. I'm not sure what was wrong with the other one, but this one seems more healthy, and its roots are more noticeable. So it should be fine. I'll just leave it here for now. And so far, everything else here is just alive. Not dying. Not really getting better either. Yeah, this guy still needs fertilizer. Like, he's kind of dying. Just slowly. I haven't even seen him growing new leaves besides the ones he has here. More like the lower parts are getting more. Whereas he's growing new flowers. I mean, new leaves. Excuse me. And if I look down at the bottom, I'm starting to see he's seeing some root formation. So I think he could use some more dirt. And that one knows to pick off on its own. This guy has gotten taller, and I've recently had to move the stick just because it literally flopped over and it looked like it was going to snap. He's reaching the point where I do need to just tie him down to this just so it doesn't flop over all everywhere. Because right now its leaves are dying partially. It's trying to get the rest of it more this way. The thing is, I want it to get over here without actually just flopping all over. Which is the point of the stand. The issue is getting it to the point where it doesn't move on its own right when the wind touches it. Let's just hope this one. Plus, whenever I water it, it ends up flopping over anyway. It's a very weak stem. I'm not exactly sure what these are. At first I thought they were ash trees, but I've already moved them. And so these are just here. This is another bean. And these are still growing pretty well. I can see their fur is growing, or whatever that fuzz is called. But it's still, I've noticed that the better they are, the more they have. So I say they're both growing fine so far. Same for the pomegranate trees. They flop all over, but they don't stop growing. Though I'm noticing this guy is starting to turn brown on his leaves. Yeah, I think I need to stand him up on something. It might just be too compacted, so that's why he's having trouble standing up. I'm sorry, I feel like that's the same issue for this one. Because I've added more dirt and more water, but they're still turning like this. And the other one is doing fine, though. I noticed the parts that grows out is more healthy than the rest of it is. So it might just be the area it's in. This dude is doing fine so far. Like, literally, it's just wrapping the vines around itself and making a little branch. And I've noticed the plants I put down here are starting to grow. I'm pretty sure these are the cucumbers I put down. You notice how they look different than the rest of the plants? They remind me of the squash in the way the watermelon grows. So they might be related. This dude is about the same. This one had dried up in the sun, but the rest of it is still green. I'm starting to see some of it is drying up. So it might be time to pull them up soon. You can see some of the tomatoes I have on here. They really are just growing in there, like a bunch of them. I took like 5 of them yesterday. Pretty sweet things. And this one's almost finished growing, so I can just peel them off. I've been saying this every video. But still, it's still the goal. I just have to wait a little bit more. Not to mention it's still making more flowers, so it's going to make more pods too. They got the little watermelons still growing. Even's got the seeds still attached. Like, honestly, when you get the plant actually growing, the seed can be removed. I just leave it alone just so I don't touch it. As little contact for me as possible, so I'm trying. Over here, we have some more. Yeah, he's dying. he still has green, so I say it's more like sunlight is the issue. Plus he's making a root here, so I think it just needs more soil as well. Not the leaves. Yeah, that's a big issue. It's literally just leaves underneath and soil on top. I'm gonna try covering it up some more, see if that helps. And so far, it is just the watermelons growing, little green things underneath. If the berries I put down do take, I'm gonna be happy because I could use some bushes. And if you see up the tomato plant, you'll notice that the watermelons are starting to turn red. And this one has been damaged a little from the water amount. I don't think I'm gonna reduce how much I water it because it has helped it grow bigger. I have noticed it has improved from more water. And it already has tons of sun just from being over here. Like, nothing but sun. And then we got these. This pomegranate tree lonely over there. I'm not even sure how it got there, it just did. And then we got the watermelons. They're grasshoppers in the yard now, so they do nibble on it. But they don't really damage it severely. Like, I water them every day, so I think as long as you water them, you can keep them, well, survivable. Where they can take a couple bites. Still gonna take a bit longer for the watermelons themselves to grow though. It's still at the point where it just makes flowers and makes more vines. It's where it's just setting in. Once it's done with that, it can start producing things. The same's true for the watermelons over here. The pomegranate tree has managed to get tall enough where it's peeking out between them, so I don't think they'll be fighting each other anymore. As long as it doesn't try to cover it with a new leaf again. But I think it's done for now. At this point, it's just growing out and making flowers. The same's true for the tomato plant. It hasn't made any new tomatoes. Some of these flowers have died though. But for the rest of them, it still has flowers. And it's making new ones over here. So it seems it's just spreading out. Because the base itself is just directly underneath the flowers. I mean, it's directly underneath the leaves, excuse me. And you got this dude, he looks about the same as yesterday. He is greener around the base though. So I say he has enough water, and it's like cut the yard yesterday, he is starting to grow better. I say the only thing he needs is more soil and some fertilizer. Well, I hope y'all liked the video. I'll see y'all tomorrow.